Hello and welcome back to Bits and Bobs. Today's video is all about the 1923 half crown from the reign of King George V, the coin we can see on screen now. I'll first go through the design of the coin and then move on to the facts and figures. So here we have the reverse design featuring a crowned royal court-at-arms shield with two parts featuring the three lions of England, to the bottom left the harp of Ireland and to the top right the lion rampant of Scotland. This is then, as I say, crowned and then encircled by the Order of the Garter. To the bottom of the date of the coin, 1923, the year it was made, as well as the denomination of half a crown, the coin's value. To the top there we can see a Latin inscription reading Fid Def Ind Imp. This means in English, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India, and is in reference to King George V. Around the rim we can see milling teeth or beads to prevent clipping or shaving of the coin's silver. Moving on to the obverse here you can see the portrait of the aforementioned King George V, the monarch at the time. This is the only portrait of him used on British coins, and it was done by Bertram McKennell, whose initials BM can be seen on the king's neck. He faces to the left with no crown and no laureate. Around him again is more Latin, once again abbreviated, for the legend, this time reading Georgius V de Gra Brit Om Rex. This means in English, George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. So this is just saying how he's been chosen to be king by God, and then he's also king of all the Britons, and he has been chosen to rule the kingdom and the empire for these reasons. And then once again we have the milling around the edge. Now moving on to the facts and figures of the 1923 half crown, we can find out more about it. It was a coin made at the Tower Hill Mint in London, where the Royal Mint was based, between 1810 to 1975. The coin is composed with 50% silver, so it's only half of silver content and half of non-silver, as they were debased from sterling silver in 1920, a few years earlier. The weight remained the same, as had been set to in 1816, over 100 years prior, as 14.14 grams, and the diameter, set the same year in 1816, stayed the same at 32 millimeters, so a fairly large coin, with a large mintage for this year, with 21,546,533 being produced in 1923. The denomination of a half crown was worth 30 pence. This was 2 and 6, 2 shillings and 6 pence, which was 1/8 of a pound sterling, so there'd be 8 of these half crowns within every pound. And back in 1923, a half crown coin was equal to £9.47 today. So very similar to having a £10 note today, or a half crown coin back then, similar values and similar buying powers. And the coin was demonetised in 1969, the lead up to decimalisation happening of course in 1971. Now then, moving on to the value of the coin today for a collector, it'll sell for around £5.75 in poor condition, £7 in fine condition, £35 in extremely fine condition, and up to £80 in the highest uncirculated, no damage, no dirt grades, for the highest ones around £80. So there we go. A very low price coin if you're just looking to get it, just for the scrap price of silver, or if you're looking to get a high grade example, it's not too astronomically high price, so it is possible to buy. So there we go. Please of course subscribe if you've enjoyed, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon for some more coins in the future on Bits and Bobs.